G'day guys, welcome back to the Freo Newsroom for another week.
Yeah mate, it's really good to be back.
Yeah, we'll kick off with last week's game.
Righto, it was your 100th game last week against the Kangaroos. What did you think of a special day for yourself, and can you give us your 3-2-1 vote for the day?
Yeah, it was a pretty special day. I had mum and dad over for the game, which was pretty exciting. They come over from Melbourne. Good to get the win. 3-2-1, pretty easy. Nat Fife, been probably our best player all year so far. I'll give him the 3. 2 to little runt Bellas, and the 1's the big Garrick, big spider. I thought he was pretty good on the day.
Totally agree mate, good work.
Also Nick Zubin, just a quick update, he's got a slight fracture of his fibula, which is a bit disappointing, but it's better than first expected, so hopefully Zubin will be back on the park soon. And
I think we'll be talking to Nick a little bit later in the show, so look forward to that. Alright mate, let's get straight into the competition from last week.
Yeah, last week we asked you, the home viewers, to write in and tell us why you thought Freo Newsroom was better than main minutes, which should have been quite easy. I'm sure there was an influx of mail. We'll go to the first one. First entry is from Jenna Nagel. She says the Freo Newsroom is better because Ibbo was in it. Interesting. And Maney has annoying fuzzy hair. Main likes the sound of his own voice too much. I agree with all of this so far. Sound like you're a bit of a fan of Ibbo there, Jenna. Thanks for your entry.
Entry number 2 is from Jack. He says that the Freo Newsroom is better than main minutes because 2 Dockers are better than 1. Football is a team sport after all. You're absolutely right, Jack. Well done. Thanks, mate.
All right, entry number 3. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Katia Costanzo. She says Freo Newsroom is way better than main minutes because you guys have a laugh and are very chilled. I get to see what you guys do throughout the week. Plus, I love Garrick.
Thanks, Katia.
Common thread here, Gaz. Maybe I should just stay at home.
Bit of fan mail, mate. And entry number 4 is from Big Dave. 2 reasons. He says that because Crowley and Ibbotson are the hosts. Good reason. And Freo Newsroom shows players activities outside the club, for example, visiting football clubs and charities. DTV is the best.
Well, it's hard to choose a winner, Gaz. They all seem to love you.
They did, mate. I think we're going to have to give it to Jenna Nagel. We agree with you that Chris Main likes the sound of his own voice too much. So thanks a lot for that. It was a good entry.
Way too.
Now, Crowley, as you mentioned before, we had a pretty significant injury on the weekend with Nick Zubin breaking his leg.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Good mate of ours, Gaz, and you live with him. Is he in good spirits?
He is in good spirits. He's a mature guy, and I think he's taken on board what's happened, and he knows that he's probably going to miss about 8 weeks, but he's coping pretty well at the moment, and I think we actually had a chat with him a bit earlier at the club.
Yeah, we did. Little grillsy. So I think we'll have a look at that now.
No worries.
Okay, here with Nick Zubin. Talk us through exactly what you've done, Grillsy.
Yeah, I've broken my fibula down low near my ankle, so yeah, it wasn't pleasant, but it's part of the game, Ryan, so yeah, be back soon.
Can you tell us what happened straight after you broke your leg? Do you get assessed at the ground or do you go straight to hospital?
Yeah, I got assessed at the ground by our doctors and things like that, and then called an ambulance to Murdoch Hospital and had a few scans, and we found out what was wrong, and then I went in for surgery that night to put a plate in.
So you drove to Murdoch Hospital, and then just to go from where your scans were, where'd you have your surgery?
Hollywood Hospital.
Bit of driving around.
Bit of driving around, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. I wasn't in a lot of pain, so I was pretty lucky.
Now I noticed you got the dreaded moon boot on, Grills. Had any bad experiences with that yet? I know exactly what it's like to be walking around in one of them. It's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not great. I haven't as yet. I've only had it on for 2 days, so I'm sure I'll have a few accidents coming up soon.
At least you missed the hot part of the year, I suppose.
Yeah.
Have you started with any recovery yet?
Yeah, I've been into the club the last 2 days, just touching base with the physios and just doing a few things to get the swelling down. So yeah, just start that, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks I can start to do some exercise. Now,
Grills, I know you got 2 pretty useless housemates, but have they been looking after you at home?
Yeah, look, Gaz, I live with Gaz, so he's been great, driving me everywhere, so no, he's been really good. I can't thank you enough. So.
And what about our former player, Riley Dunn? Has he been looking after you too?
Nah, he hasn't done too much, Dunny. Yeah. I've hardly seen him, actually. Gaz, we haven't seen much of him, have we?
No, he doesn't come home a lot.
No.
He's pretty lazy, Dunny, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mate, be honest, what else have I done for you? Don't just say, I drove you around, I filled your ice pack up, got you dinner, carry your plate outside,
no, you've done
come in here for 3 hours. Mate, talk it up a little bit, I've done plenty for you.
Mate, I don't need to talk it up.
That's
it.
Been good talking to you, Grills. Good to see you in good spirits, mate, and see you back in the park soon.
Thanks, Kraus. Thanks, Gaz. See you at home, mate.
It's good to see Soup's doing so well, and I can't wait for you to get back out there, mate.
Now, Subs is going to be spending a lot of time at home, a bit of time on his hands over the next sort of 8 weeks, so we need a few things to keep him occupied.
That brings us to our next competition on the show. We want you to write in and give us things to keep Subs occupied over the next couple of weeks.
It can be anything from a good joke to a funny story of how you've broken your own leg. Even a movie suggestion will be just fine.
Email your suggestions into dtv@fremantlefc.com.au for your chance to win 4 tickets to our next home game.
The winner will be notified by the club and announced on our next show. Please keep the suggestions coming, guys.
I think we have another milestone this week, Gaz, am I right?
That's right, mate. Stephen Hill's celebrating his 50th game this week. Well done, Hilly. It's a really good effort.
The golden child, as I like to call him. I remember when he first got down to the club, he never used to talk. We used to call him Humphrey. He's pretty much exactly the same, but great player and really important to us.
Well, we thought it might be fun to take a look at Stephen Hill's very first game. Thought you might have a look at some of his highlights and see how he went.
And Brad Johnson, you heard Mark Harvey say Tarrant's going to line up as a defender, and that has happened. No clear win in the middle. Eagleton, the first touch of the ball. Hill was tidy for the Dockers, and here's Shammer, free off the ball though.
Kicking 50 for the hole here, Hilly's ball.
Okay, so young fella Hill will have a chance to kick an opening goal.
Well, good work here by Aaron Sandilands. Jumped up pretty early, but his hit on Nathan Eagleton is it'd just be very impressive for his teammates that he exert that pressure at the clearances.
Now, composure, the important thing here, Jared.
Well, we know he's a brilliant kick. He's shown that. The only thing that's going to knock him round with the wind relatively behind him is the moment.
Number 3 pick in 08, All-Australian at the under-18 level. A beautiful left foot kick. Look at that. Straight as. This guy's got composure and poise, Jared. Sandilands, some nice work in the middle. Gave Mundy an opportunity to clear the ball, but Eagleton was in amongst it. Here's Hill again. Got the only 2 legal touches of the game so far. Outstanding start for the young man.
Running with David Mundy. He's got a new role through the middle.
Stoppage clearance by Pavlich. Bradley. And here we go with Drum. Good looking ball. Johnson!
Certainly is, BT, and probably picked up a little bit at half-time.
Yeah, so it's set straight up to Ibbotson. And now Hill, who started the game so well, but since then Jared really has faded.
But just had an important contest. He ran back with a fly to the ball, and now he's getting himself in there.
Picked up by Andreas Everett. Great result.
There's the biggest positive on the ground for the Dockers right
Hill.
now.
Yep. Smithy all over things down there towards the end of this game. And at the start of it as well, and in between. Hill, in fact, he's been pretty good. Hill involved in this one.
We hope you enjoyed the footage of Stephen Hill in his first game. Good luck on the weekend, Hilly.
Finally, the game day info for round 5.
Yeah, this weekend is the 16th annual Len Hall match. We'd like to encourage all the fans to get down nice and early for the pre-match Anzac Day ceremony.
Make sure you're in your seats by 6 o'clock PM to catch the pre-match services. let's have a look at the match day information line.
Round 5 versus the Bulldogs, Monday 25th of April 2011 at Patterson Stadium, 6:40pm bounce down. The Len Hall game is named in honour of West Australia's last Gallipoli veteran Len Hall, 1897 to 1999, a member of the 10th Light Horse Regiment and one of the last men to leave Gallipoli. Len enlisted in August 1914 and saw service at Gallipoli and in the Middle East at Beersheba.
Once again, just a reminder to be in your seats by 6 o'clock to see the full ceremony before the match. Anzac Day matches are a great honour, so make sure you get down there so we can support all of those that served for us.
Another big cracking show, guys.
As always, mate.
Number 1 show on DTV. Make sure you tune in next week before our next home game. Good luck to Hilly on the weekend for his 50th, and here's the team for the weekend.